why we are here. Action time. Action time for Global Water Partnership means action time for its partners. And I think what we've seen here in Marrakech is that there is a far broader action base than our current partnership has to offer. In other words, there's an enormous potential for the Global Water Partnership network to reach out beyond the water space, which has been so amply present and so vocally present here. Both the youth, the civil society, the academics, the levels of government, regional entities such as regional economic commissions, they're all here. And we've had the opportunity at the COP in Marrakech to reach out to them, either through our presentations of programs, WACDEP comes to mind, the drought program comes to mind, learning programs come to mind, but also by participating in fora, panels, open questions from the floor to high-level panelists or just participants if you want. Some early takeaway points maybe at this stage, midway through the climate negotiations. I think adaptation is an extremely suitable platform to bring in water rather than the other way around. If we use adaptation as a platform, we can bring in the water, the health, the education, the energy, the environment, transport sectors far more easily than by predominating it from the water perspective. So I think that's something we've learned, particularly at this COP time for action. Another takeaway point, I think, is that we've also been referred to by groups that are usually not so much present in our partnership. This is particularly the case for farmers' unions. Farming, agriculture, 60%, 70% of water, either groundwater, surface water, rainfall, the basis for the economies of Africa and many other places. I think we've been able to reach out to them, listen to these farmers as well, and we invite them actually to approach us as well at country level or regional level or even directly at the Secretariat. And I think we will end up being strengthened by having their perspective, at least compared to our perspectives. So that's a very positive takeaway point. Third, I would say that the overall spirit is indeed action. The NDCs, the adaptation, the water in there, the agriculture part of it, the nexus part with energy environment, the part, of course, of accessing funding. One of the strong points that we've had so far with WACDEP and other programs of the Global Water Partnership family of programs. Yes, we're on the right track, definitely. There's a strong demand from the country level to the Global Water Partnership expertise in its network to help them access climate funds, green funds, the sustainable development funds. And we can do that, and we will do that. And we will do so together with them. A challenge is, of course, how we keep priming that pre-investment pump. And we've had discussions at high level, at country level, with partners also affiliated to the Global Climate Fund, exploring better ways for a more sustainable way of financing that kind of services that you will not see immediately returns on, that take their time to come to yield, if you want to. A particular point I'd like to refer to is what I found extremely encouraging is the engagement of youth. We've seen that, of course, in earlier COPs. We've seen it also off COP, that is in real life, if you want to. But here at the premises, both the green zone and the blue zone, that is the civil society zone and the official zone, we've seen an excellent set of initiatives by engaged youth organizations that not only have engaged on their own behalf, but are networking amongst them and are networking with other partners. So I think we have been able to engage with these initiatives and serve as a platform from time to time. We're not there, say, porte-parole, we're not their speakers. They can speak very well for themselves. And as I said, I feel really invigorated by the energy and the scope of the dimension that they have brought into our water security, water governance, integrated water resource management in the adaptation focus. Last but not least, I would like to thank the government of Morocco for an excellent initiative, the AAA, which is the Agricultural Adaptation in Africa initiative, which is a AAA ranking also. It's an extremely well received and well thought through initiative that will make Morocco a leader in what is currently, I would say, the learning laboratory of climate change for the future. What's that mean? It means that the southern Mediterranean, which already has a climate with extreme droughts and floods, prolonged droughts, is actually an indicator is actually experiencing the climate that many more regions of the world will experience over the next 20 to 30 years. Now, Morocco and neighboring countries have this excellent experience of coping with those extremes, of building resilience through high leadership, political commitment, and putting the institutions to work. So when I ventured to say droughts are the new normal, here in Morocco that meant that the old order of governance is not anymore the future one, and they're very conscious about it, and they have made great inroads. So I think that this is a learning territory, the southern Mediterranean, led by Morocco, from which many other zones can learn, not only in Africa because of the AAA, but also other hotspots in the climate change scenarios as we know them now. So that initiative for me is telling that there is a strong leadership from the countries to move into the engagement on the climate change agendas. For us, it's the adaptation part. Of course, there's co-benefits with mitigation, and they have been very nicely explored here. And in the Global Water Partnership, I think we shall be doing more of that. So, first impressions, top. We need more of these very country-based action, COPs, followed up by peer reviews, and if you want to, further engagement of society, all of society. So here is for one GVP in action. Thank you so much.